What's up, players? Doing a little VR today. Do a little talking. We're play a couple games today. Right now we're playing Super Hot VR. I don't know what mode I'm gonna do, but let's try the Don't Die one first. I'm tired of playing the campaign. I need to update the campaign, add some levels. But what are we talking about today? Getting a job, right? Getting a job. There it goes. That always trips me out putting that helmet on. Looks like I'm going to another VR. Getting a job. I just realized this is going to be hard to play while I'm talking. Because you do kind of gotta focus, but we'll try our best. I guess that's the point. Getting a job, man. Getting a job sucks. Let's be honest. I don't care what age you are. If you're 16 in high school, just get out of high school, you're 18. Maybe you just get out of college even. That's your first job, or doesn't matter what number of job it is, it all sucks, dude. And when you ask why it sucks, the best part is it sucks for the same reason no matter what age you are. Because the real life scenario of responsibilities. And you realize, holy crap, I have to be somewhere at a certain time, answer to somebody. And then if you're older, you gotta pay bills. That was sick, wasn't it? I didn't even see that dude. He's in my left hand, I gotta switch. Let's start if you're 16, man. If you're 16 and you gotta get a job, and maybe your family isn't financially supportive to basically, give you money every week for food or whatever you do in high school. You may or go out with friends and stuff like that. And if that's the case, then yeah, you gotta go to a job. And the sucky part is that there's no good job, right? Because you don't have any qualifications. You're young. You're a liability in the first place. So you gotta go get a job being a laborer at a golf course. Maybe a server, and you gotta deal with old people all the time. But the good part is, you don't realize it yet, and really you won't realize it till, hell, you're 25, but I just died. You're gonna be way better off than most people. And you're gonna learn a lot of stuff, and you're gonna grow at a young age that most people don't really grow at. Because you're a sophomore, and you probably got a car, and you gotta get gas. Well, guess what? You gotta work to get money. And I know you don't realize it now. I promise it'll help. And it's just discipline, and you learn so much about yourself, especially depending what type of job it is. Let's say it's a labor job. You learn how far you can go. You know, I used to work right after high school at a golf course and Matrix, and I had to dig out sand dunes and mow all day in 95-degree weather. And you realize, hey, I can go 4 hours just digging out this sand dune, and that's about my limit, or I'm gonna snap. And it's actually really interesting. Is this dude dead or alive? And for a server, especially young, social, and you don't want to go get a labor job at a heat, and you want to actually talk to people, a server's fun, but a server is fun up to a certain point because you have to deal with these people. But if you learn to deal with them at a young age, at 16, you know things that even some 20-year-olds don't know. You know how to deal with situations, and that, believe it or not, is huge. Dang, I'm out of stuff. I'm gonna have to go Matrix here. Hang on. Come on, big dog. Let's jump to 18, right? Let's say you're 18. Your job was to get good grades in high school. You got paid every week based off your grades, You don't do anything stupid. Don't get in trouble. You know, your parents give you money. That's awesome. And you know, everybody's lucky as that. I was lucky at that. You know, say you play sports and you don't have time for a job. Well, if you get a scholarship, then you know your parents will say, "Hey, we'll give you this amount of much money, and you keep on doing what you want to do." And that's actually really awesome. And everybody should have that opportunity, honestly. But not everybody does. But so you get out of high school, and just like my parents did, they're like, "Hey, man, you got 2 weeks. You got to pay your car note. Welcome to real life." Shit sucks. And at first glance, you're gonna say, "This isn't fair," because it doesn't seem fair. You're gonna try to talk the price down. You're gonna try to talk to your mom, whichever one's your favorite, and talk them out of it, just like everybody does, just like I did. And the hardest part, man. This is great. The hardest part is the adjustment. Because you're so used to going out with your friends in high school, doing all this fun stuff, and then college hits and you're getting all these classes and more homework than you used to be doing. You got more freedom, but you got more responsibility. And on top of it, you got to go to your job and pay your bills. Once again, you probably grow more than just being 16. Because 16, you have no responsibilities, man. You might have to pay $20, $50 a week in gas. But when you're 18, you have to do a lot more. And it's a lot more stress on you. But you also learn how much stress you can go through. You know, when you turn 23, you look back, you're like, man, I endured a lot of stress on myself. And most people don't realize that actually does a lot, because if you can do all college and classes and homework and get a job and work a job at the same time, just know you're prepared for life. That alone, because you're doing a lot of things that require different parts of the mind to work, and that's all the future life is, man. You're doing a lot of stuff. So let's go to golf, because this is hard and focus and talk. I haven't played that many golf in a while, so I think that's actually kind of fun. So let's say you're trying to figure out what job to get. That's the struggle, you know. But the first thing I go to is, are you an introvert or an extrovert? And the extrovert, I think everybody should have a job sooner or later, some kind of extrovert job, and it should be a server or a car salesman. Because the amount of situations you get put in if you're a server or a car salesman is insane. And every situation is different. And you realize quickly, hey, if I can do that, I can basically do anything. Let's go on. Especially if you're a server, and I might be biased because I was a server, but really no joke. I don't know what's happening to my controller here. There we go. And you also don't realize that it's helping you in the future in that too, because you're too young to know. You're just saying, hey, just give me some money, let's go. And you don't realize that after the 30th situation, let's say, you know, you're going through, you're serving for a year, you go out with your friends and you go to a bar, and you don't realize that, but you're using your service skills and your social skills to handle situations. Whether it's a normal situation and you have to entertain a group or go say hey to somebody, a girl, you know, or it's an escalated situation, like your buddy's starting to fight or our group is starting to fight, or just a hectic situation, but you realize, hey, I just dealt with that by myself. And it's because you're a server or car salesman. That's seriously it. And it doesn't have to be a server or car salesman. Hell, you could be a librarian. And that's why I say if you're an introvert, get an introvert job. You know, go be a barista. I don't know if that counts as, but it kind of counts, you know. Okay, get in there. I've yet to have a hole-in-one in this game. Let's turn the volume down. Let's skip to 21. And I say 21 because that's usually when you get out of college. So let's say you, I suck. Let's say you get out of college, you haven't had a job yet. If you have had a job, this part's easy for you. You know how to get a job. But let's say you got your degree. What the hell is this? You got your degree, and this is the hardest part right here. This is way, because when you're 16 or 18, to get a job with no qualifications is actually easy. It's not fun, but easy because you have no qualifications. You don't have to prove to anybody that you know what you're doing. So to get a job at a golf course or a server, they put you in training. They teach you those things. Bada bing, bada boom. 2 days, you're working. It's not hard. Stressful, but not hard. But with a degree, you have interviews, right? You have interviews, you get accepted, you go to the next interview, you got to prove to them that you know what you're doing, and while proving to them that you can handle social situations, especially if it's a social job. Like my geometry paid off there. And that's stressful no matter what. And you're probably wondering how you go about that. And really, seriously, it's just you don't give up and you handle the face rejection. You handle the accept rejection, you handle accept failure. If I can find my spreadsheet, I'll show you, but when I graduated, get in the hole. Come on, man. My Excel sheet probably has 50 rows, and 40 of them are red, maybe 5 of them are yellow, and then obviously 5 of them are green. And those red ones always start out first. You don't instantly get a green one unless you're coming from Harvard or Stanford or something. But mine was just a state's college, so you're battling with, smart people and better degrees, not better degrees, but better schools. And that faces its own challenge. But dang, I suck. Either way, you face the rejection so many times, and it's a sucky process, man. Especially after like the 10th interview, you're like, what am I doing wrong? What is going on? It's my 10th red row of my Excel sheet. It's very demotivating, but that right there, once again, you grow differently than at the other ages because you learn to face rejection and failure. And it's good because let's say you face rejection and failure in the first 5 interviews. Look at that one. Then, obviously, you don't just continue interviewing the same way you do. You take a look at it and say, well, what did I do wrong? Okay, I did this wrong. Okay, I didn't explain the material good enough on this one. And then you train for the next interview even harder or even better and try to grow in those aspects. And sooner or later, and yeah, some take longer than others, hint me taking 30 damn interviews to finally get the shit right. And it did. I finally got it right and finally figured it out. And now I bet you put me in an interview, I'll crush it. Not even worried about it. I don't even have to study for it. Oh, I got lucky there. Because I've been in so many of them, and that's the benefit of that. But I think that helps with anything, right? And it helps you prepare for stuff, once again, that you don't realize that it helps you prepare for that. Guys, if you're a guy, it's not a guy, but girls, if you're chasing a girl, you're talking to a girl, and you get rejected, it don't even bother you. And you don't even realize it because you've been rejected 20 times in an interview in front of 10 people. So you're like, I don't even care if she said yes or no, or if she dissed me on it. You need that much better for you. Don't even realize it. I'll bounce it off that. It looks like it'll come back at me. Let's try it. I'm just gonna hit hard first. Nope, I gotta bounce it off. Oh, wow. What's my score? I'm 3 under? That's actually not bad. I thought I was like 2 over or something. These short putts that are killing me. But no matter how you look at it, try to stay positive. That's the main thing. It sucks. It always sucks. Hard things suck. It is what it is. Responsibility sucks. And as you get older, if you're 16, to 18 to 21, you start to grow a little more responsibility every time. Now, let's do the rare occasion of you have the people that don't want to answer to people, right? Get that ball. You have the entrepreneurs who say they don't want a boss, and you could be 16, heck, you could be 14, picking up trash, but you don't want to answer your boss. And hey, I get it. I get it. So, but your parents are forcing you to get a job, then man, it's all about communication. You know, if you think you can really do it and get some money on yourself, maybe you like playing basketball. You want to coach basketball, you know. So you just, you ask your parents, but first you ask your parents, hey, give me 2 weeks. I really want to try to do this. So you go to, the elementary school practice or the middle school practice, and you pass out flyers to parents. Next thing you know, you're teaching 5 kids a week, and you're making $300 a week. And believe it or not, that's all right in high school. That's really good in high school. Heck, you probably feel like you're rich in high school if you're making that money a week. I know I would. So there's a bunch of avenues you can do. Hole in one. Boom! Out of all the things I got a hole in one of, it's this damn pinball machine or something. What do I know? Let's talk about quitting a job. So let's say you got the job, but let's say you don't like the job. And no matter what age you are, this goes for everything. I'm going to ruin my hole in one by not doing anything. Try to hit the end. Well, the first thing you should do is, just like any adult would tell you, is find another job. Find another job while you're working that job. Because the security there is unbeatable, because you have the next job secured, so you quit the current job. And you learn to take days off, and just believe me, the person you work for is going to know what you're doing. They're going to get the sense that you're looking for another job, so they're not dumb. And the next thing to do, you have the option to put in your 2 weeks or not, right? You can put in your 2 weeks, or you can just, where's the hole? You can just quit. I knew that was going to happen. I knew I should have went there. If that's the case, usually my answer is to get your 2 weeks. Put your 2 weeks in and do it respectfully, because especially if it's a small town, it's a local job, I'm sure the next job you're getting is probably right down the road, and everybody knows each other in a small town. Everybody knows that. So, put in your 2 weeks and especially if you're older or something, your next job, they'll call the current job you have. They'll call that office and they'll talk to you about it. That happens. So if you did everything respectfully, then good. The way you should do it. But let's play hard real quick. Let's say they're treating you wrong. They're treating you disrespectfully. So you don't want to put in your 2 weeks because they don't deserve your 2 weeks. And that can happen, man. And it's hard to do, but maybe you try to force through it. If you really can't stand them, or they're treating you bad, then hey, it is what it is, man. You at least though, you find another job. You find another job while you're working that job. Get that job secured, and then just tell them, hey, I can't put in my 2 weeks. This next job is important to me, and I'd like to start now. And tough love, man. You do what you want. That sounds bad, but it happens. People, you can't do everything right all the time. Drive yourself crazy trying to do shit right all the time. But there is a right way to do things and a wrong way to do things. And if you do it the wrong way, yeah, do what you want, but know that you did it the wrong way, and try not to do it next time. But you get it. But I'm trying to think of any other scenarios. Maybe just stuff I went through. Obviously, find ways to keep you, find ways to keep you motivated. I just can't hit that angle. There we go. But communication is key, man, no matter what it is. If you're getting a job, or you're trying to talk to your parents, and really accepting it. is, you know, growing up. Just know that every situation that's hard, you're probably going to learn from, which is good. Is that out of bounds? Figures. That's good. That's good. That's good. Okay, make this. Oh, did you see that? I thought I saw an angle. Oh, no, that's my path there. Awesome. Getting a job. Getting a job, man. It sucks. It's a reality check. I'll tell you that. It is for real a reality check. So for me, it was when I was 18. High school, my job was get good grades, get a scholarship, and, you know, build the path to go to college. So I try to make my own money, you know, work for my grandma. It sounds so selfish. Work for my grandma, which I did. Worked on a farm, worked with friends, played a little poker, did a little gambling habit, which I suggest you don't do if you meet some funny people. I guess some good and bad memories from that. But it's a reality check, man, because, you know, I'm getting out of high school, thinking I'm about to go to college, have fun with all my friends, and then mom and dad are like, all right, man, you got a month to 2 weeks, and you don't have a job, you don't have a car. Good luck out there. And of course, being the brat I am, I'm like, no, this ain't fair, blah, blah, and, you know, you can get hit in the mouth real quick that way in the South, or I guess I'm sure anywhere, it doesn't matter where you are. But it ain't fun, man. But I don't regret it. After everything, I don't regret it. What's this? No. And it doesn't matter if I regret it or not. My mom and dad were still forcing me to do it. But I thank them. That's a better way to say it. I thank them for doing it. And I would do that to my kids. I'm going to do that to my kids. Unless I say they get a 36 on their ACT and they're going to Harvard for basketball, or fucking, what do they do at Harvard? They damn they get a for rowing or lacrosse. Hopefully it's not, but it is what it is. In that case, yeah, take out some loans, do what you want, dude. You earned it. Might as well keep on going. But that's really all I got, man. Other than that, I'm just harping on the same thing. I'm trying not to do that. If I went that way. Let's do this last hole, and we'll call it a day. And hopefully this helps. You know, hopefully this helps somebody. Because so many questions are asked at a young age that they don't get a chance to answer. Maybe they're embarrassed to ask it. Or somebody just not getting the answer. And just know there's multiple answers. So, hopefully that helps. But, appreciate you players. Played 2 games today. Definitely sucked at golf. That was a hard round. So, I'll try to play something different next time. I gotta find some games where I don't focus on. But, I'll see y'all later.